Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reliant Stadium here on Sunday. I'm Jay Darneal, joined in the broadcast booth by Chase Hernandez. His pitch, the Black National team versus the Scarlet Red American team. Red has the ball first here. It's a toss across the right side, not much doing. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on the play. That was the running back, Jordan Ploss.
Yeah, Jonathan Roper, a Texas native there with the first tackle of the morning here as we get going from Reliant Stadium, the Youth All-American Offense-Defense Bowl, as we get going here on the Sunday portion of the events here from Reliant Stadium.
It's the quarterback, Luca Marini from Canada. Takes the ball, hands it off up the middle to his fullback. He does pick up a couple of yards, and that's going to create a 3rd and 9.
Camera 2, can you hear? Camera 2.
Yeah,
okay.
a couple of things that
Camera
we've
1,
seen
can you hear?
so far this morning.
Yes, you can.
That
3, can you
that
hear?
the kids today are going to be a little bit bigger than the kids
1,
we
can you
saw
hear?
yesterday, as a lot of the youth,
Yeah,
younger groups were playing in yesterday's games. And out today is where the big boys are going to come out and play. And so far, a couple runs up the middle, nothing doing for this Scarlet Red American team going against the Black National team.
Marini, the quarterback, in the split gun. He's going to take the snap, gets between his legs, and he just falls on it.
Go 3.
Smart move there by the quarterback.
That's one thing you're going to see with these older guys. They've had a little more experience than some of the kids we might have saw yesterday, and even some of the games later yesterday we saw the quarterbacks on some bad snaps. We saw them fall on balls, whether it was in the end zone, not allowing the defense to get a touchdown, or we saw them fall down on the ball that not allow a fumble picked up in the field of play, as we're going to see a punt right here on 4th down.
Go 3. Take my 2. This switch is up. We don't know teams, man.
The black team's going to get good field position to start
To your left.
at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, you know, this age group could obviously punt, but for safety reasons, it's an all-star game. And of course, with punts, kickoffs comes, you know, potential for injury. Kids running full speed all the way down the field. And, you know, you just want to avoid all injuries during these all-star ball games. So I think it's a great idea just to run it this way here. So Black has terrific field position right here.
1 to your tight.
Quarterback in the shotgun, twin receiver set to both sides. There's the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. And it looked like a designed run from the get-go, but it just was not open for the quarterback, Muncie Prater.
And we have a flag on the play. We saw a lot of this yesterday, and we're going to have a legal motion going against the offense and see if the Scarlet Red team will like to push them back.
Go 2 to your left.
Yep, looks like they will.
So far on both offenses, shaky start has.
And go 1.
The rules of these games, we have 2 25-minute running halves. Coaches do have a timeout on their side in each half. I'd like to take it any time.
7:28, Scotty. Nice. After this play, we'll go.
So it's 1st down, 15 yards to go for the black team. Prater is the quarterback in the gun. Looks to his trips right side to the right. He's going to tuck it and run here. And he is just leveled there by the defender on the play.
It's Dawson Therault from Canada making the tackle as you take a look at the black team number 27 roster this morning.
And 1's left. Stand by for next.
And it's 2nd down and long right here.
Prater in the gun again, trips again to his right. He's looking to the left though. Throws a ball deep, and it is picked off by the red team. Terrific catch, went up to get it at its highest point. That's
that's going to be Jones with the interception.
Watch it again. Prater gets hit hard as he throws the ball. Just too much air underneath that ball there. And Jones comes away with the INT.
So first real big mistake of the game, first turnover of the game.
Lucky for them that They had terrific field position to begin with, so now it's just Scarlet Red's ball on the 26-yard line.
Good to your left.
Quarterback under center, I formation. Give it straight up the middle on the ISO to the right side.
Good 3, good.
A lot of hard hitting going on there. Ball carrier
And
was
go
22,
one.
Jordan
On your
Ploss from Walden, New York.
New quarterback in the game for the red team. Number 1, Jalen Gibson from nearby Mahia, Texas,
Go 3.
near the Waco area. So far, a lot of physical play on both sides, on the defensive and offensive side up front
1.
for these two teams.
Big offensive line.
So Ronick is under center.
Good to
Austin Ronick from Jacksonville, Florida. Hands the ball off to his fullback. And he gets brought down immediately. That's 34, Jackson Rose.
And so far, this black team flying to the football as the red offensive line, as you take a look at the replay, just not creating any holes so far in this game. Could be
And
a
one
little bit of
left.
jitters coming here to Reliance Stadium playing. Could be the early morning start that we have as we kick
Reset
things
one.
off here at 7 a.m. just like we did yesterday
Give me
morning.
set 1. Can you hear me 1?
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 situation here. That offensive line, as you said, they just need to fire off the football. Jalen Gibson is the quarterback again under center, I formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. There's a flag on the play. Throws the ball deep and overthrown.
Stay by 3.
Now,
Go 3.
We're going to have a hold on that play. It's going to be declined since that was 3rd down, but a nice throw by Gibson on the run, rolling to his right. His receiver stopping his route. We talked about this yesterday. A lot of the youngsters with the quarterbacks that throw it downfield, they would stop their route expecting the ball to just fall right to them instead of keep on running, and they would just keep on, going through their progression. The ball would just find them. As a nice throw as we see Gibson on the run, just too much air under that football, but the route was indeed stopped, but still was going to be incomplete. And we may have a
Go 1.
red team. We may have the red team going for it, actually. Oh, they're going to elect to punt. So
took a long time to decide that, though.
a lot of the coaches yesterday wanted to gamble for it,
Focus 2. Focus.
and for some of those teams it paid off. But the strategy so far this morning, just go ahead, shift the field position as the National Black team will take over on downs.
Yeah, I like that red OD jacket right there. Look at that.
Yeah. Team Black, their father counselors, Scotty Roper, Steve Walsh.
Number 1, go.
Team mom is Suzanne
And
Pinal.
Go 1.
As they take over the football here,
Number 2, go
their
2.
second possession of this game.
Reset 1. Football 1.
Caden Norman
Football, guys. 1
is
and
the
2.
quarterback from Smithfield, North Carolina. He's under center.
1 should be tight.
I formation.
I mean wide. 2's
There's
tight.
the snap. It's a toss to the left side. Running back can't get to it.
Ball still loose.
Red team has it. They're at the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Scarlet Red American team scoops and scores.
Yeah, that was Jones once again, or excuse me, looking in, I thought it was Jones that scooped and scored and took it in for the touchdown. As we take a look at the replay,
Wide.
and just a bad pitch
Stand by 3. Come
to the right of the tailback. That's Samuels going in
Go 3.
for the score,
Stand by 1.
and the American Red
1.
team
Football.
getting on the scoreboard first as they attempt now the point after.
That national team
Good
running
team.
back had a chance at it, but he got shoved in the back as he was running
football.
towards the football
2. All I got is
Smart play.
1's back.
by the red team. That allowed a fellow
2
defender
wide,
to
2
scoop it up
wide.
and score.
Slowly pull out.
It's going to be a toss to the left side. Has a little bit of running room if he can get to the edge. Can't do it, though.
Go 1.
And the conversion will be no good.
Nice pursuit right there by that black defense. Going to the football, not allowing the tailback right here to take a look, trying to get to the edge. That's number 28 on the pitch to the left side.
Yeah, I thought McGrath could have got to the corner, but he just didn't have enough speed. The closing speed of the defense was just a little bit too much there. But they do have
Is that ZZ Top? Is he here?
a 6-0 lead.
We should run his
So let's now see that if this black offense can get something going as we take a look at the red sideline. Their father counselors, Gerald Rose and Jerry Phillips.
Just 1 hour.
Team mom is Naomi Ronick.
The next game is an hour and a half.
As the black offense comes back onto the field.
Okay.
Quarterback in the shotgun. Number 1, that's Caden Norman. Takes a snap, looking downfield. He decides to tuck and run. And he is brought down for a loss by big 71 Canadian Eric Stanley.
As a quarterback, keep all the way, design run to the right. And Caden Norman just didn't have any room to run with that big defensive line up front for the Scarlet Red American team.
Snap again in a hurry. He's going to roll out to his left. I think that was another quarterback design run. He just barely got back to that line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 12.
A little surprised that this national team going with 2 quarterback design runs right here, but as you take a look at the replay, Norman trying to scramble out to the left side. Just nice pursuit once again by the defense, finding their way to the football, and it's creating a 3rd down and long situation.
So Norman is under center this time. Has trips receivers to the right, but he hands it off to his back. And he dives forward and possibly gets half a yard. That's Dante Moore from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey.
Had a couple players yesterday coming in the younger games from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. So we'll have a punt that will transfer it all the way on the opposite side of the field, and still no offensive scoring so far in this football game. It's been all defense. Let's see if this American team can get something going.
Already with a 6-0 lead, and they're going to have terrific field position here. Ball placed on the 47-yard line. Right hash. Looks like the quarterback this time around, Austin Ronick, in the shotgun. Twin receiver set to the left, trips to the right. So 5 wide. He's going to roll out to the right, looking downfield. Has a man open. And
incomplete is the call. We take a look here at the replay. Nice job rolling out to the right by Ronick. And he had a man open, just underthrew him a little bit. Nice effort right there by his wideout.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was throwing that deep, though. I think he was going to the short man and just kind of sailed it over his head a little bit. Still almost a catch.
Looked pretty good, though, on the run as well.
So Austin Ronick in the gun again. He's going to look to throw the football again. Good footwork there. Trying to buy time, rolling out to the right. He's going to tuck it. He is hammered. Boy, we heard that. Joseph Roper.
Roper, the Fulshear, Texas native, coming in and making that pop. And as you can see, the helmet got the Baltimore Ravens logo on that helmet. That was definitely a Raven-type defensive hit. Coming from Roper, plays also running back on the offense as he's playing that linebacker, middle linebacker position.
Ray Lewis-esque there from the middle linebacker, Roper.
Number.
It is 3rd and 7. Here, Scarlet Red team in the split gun. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes it to nobody, rolls out to his left. Look at this nifty little runner here. Gets a few yards, but it's not going to be enough. That's Caden Norman again. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. They are on the other side of the 50-yard line, though, now in black territory.
Yeah, this is the spot of the field where you're going to go for it, as your defense has been playing well so far in this football game. Might as well have it take a chance to go for it with Gibson back in at quarterback now.
And you got a 6-point lead to play with a little bit here too. So Gibson in the gun. Trip receiver set to his right. He's rolling out to his right, looking down the field. Has a man caught at the 40. It's a first down, 35, and hit out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Great throw on the run.
It was a nice job by Gibson. Found his target right at the first down marker. A nice pass pattern right there by Ploce. Jordan Ploce from Walden, New York, as we take a look at it. Just one of those routes where he was coming from the far side of the field. There's a little drag route coming right there at the first down marker. Quarterback hit him right in stride. Perfect execution, get the first down and extend your drive.
Pretty much just basically looked like it rolled out to the right, and it was flood routes for all the receivers, which means they were at different layers. He was the short man, wide open. Gibson, the quarterback, in the split gun, fakes the handoff, runs around to the right side, tries to bounce it all the way out there, has some running room, in the 20, 15, and brought down near the 12-yard line. Great run right there by Gibson.
And Gibson, a little zone read fake right there to the left side. As he faked it to Ploce just quickly right there, found it, quick open hole, and hit that edge. Going up the far side sideline, made one man miss, and then wrapped up and brought down just before he got to the 10-yard line. That's a nice run right there, the youngster from Mejia.
Very good-looking athlete.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of good-looking athletes we saw yesterday in the youth ranks, and this is one of the final youth games we're going to have, and he looks like another good one.
Luca Marini now the quarterback, and luckily there was a flag because Marini could not handle the snap from shotgun, and it looks like it's going to be against the offense. There's the hanky.
That's going to be against the defense. Looks like we may have had a illegal substitution out before the snap.
They probably would have been happy with an offensive penalty anyways, because they could have lost the football there, but they'll take a defensive penalty too.
Oh yeah.
Marini still at the quarterback spot here for the Red now, inside the red zone. First down and 5. Ball at the 6-yard line. Marini gets the snap. He's going to be a quick throw, picked off at the 5-yard line.
Roper once again making a play on the defensive side, as he just read the quarterback's eyes the entire time, as Marini was just looking to hit a real quick pass to his right. I think he got rid of it just a little too fast, as I don't believe his receiver was ready. He was ready, actually, just threw it into coverage. As he tried to sneak that one in there, and Roper was right there to make the INT, and another defensive stand in this football game, as the American Red team was on the door trying to punch it in the end zone.
Marini just didn't see him, and he didn't read the defense properly. So Black has the ball at the 5-yard line, hands it off right up the middle. Not much doing there as Prater hands it off. Couple of Red defenders in there to make the stop. 2nd and 10. Backed up at their own 5-yard line. Muncie Prater. In the shotgun, takes a snap, bobbles it off his knee. It's a loose ball. Red has it again. They're going to have another opportunity to score.
Looks like Wilson came up with the fumble. Zach Wilson, another Canadian on this American Red squad, and just bad exchange right there. Right after the snap, and right after you get the INT, as the American squad was about to punch it in, you turn it right back over. They're going to have 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Good to see Marini gets back in there for another chance, as he had him on the doorsteps to punch in for the first offensive touchdown of the game.
1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Marini under center. There's the snap. He fakes it to nobody. Rushes around the right side, and he's brought down for a huge loss by Dante Moore. Really off sync on their fakes this entire drive and the last drive as well.
I think that was just a busted play from the beginning, as even Marini got up saying, hey, you're supposed to be coming in, son, for this zone read. And the running back close right there. Close right there, just didn't really know what was going on. And that's not really a play you want to happen once you have it 1st down and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Big loss on the play. Ball now at the 9-yard line, so they lose 7 yards right there. 2nd and goal from the 9. Red squad trying to extend their lead. Gets the ball in the shotgun, rolling out to his right. Gets by a man, throws it in the end zone. Touchdown! What a catch by Franco Vonasek. Great vision here by Gibson, rolling out to the right. Throws it between 2 defenders. Perfect strike.
It's just a nice job, like you said, Jay, by Gibson. Just rolling to his right, waited till the last possible second to get rid of it. Found an open man. Pass wasn't the prettiest, but he got it there.
So going for the conversion now. A simple toss to the left side. They're going to lose a couple on the play. Conversion is no good.
Like Moore once again on that stop.
Looks like they ran that same play on the conversion last time, trying to get Jesse McGrath to the outside.
Turnover so far been the big key of this game for the American squad. They have a fumble recovery for a touchdown, got the fumble recovery inside the 5-yard line and convert. And so far this National Black squad has yet to really get anything going on the offensive side. Let's see if the luck changes as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the 1st half.
They're going to need a little bit of luck and a huge play here. Down by 12. 145 and counting now. Quarterback under center, that's Norman. Takes a snap, toss to the left side, got some running room, and he's going to be very close to that 1st down marker. Great run by 32, that's Moore.
That's what you need to do in games like these with your athletes at the running back position. Just get them out in space. Nice toss to the left side. And really one of the first few positive plays for the Black offense.
Toss once again to Moore. Tries to cut it back to the inside. As they try to run a toss to the short side of the field. Probably not the best idea to begin with.
And now we have under a minute to go in this Black offense. Had to start trying to go downfield with the ball as they go no huddle.
3rd and short, Norman under center. Moore still the tailback. They're going to fake it to him. Norman rolling out to the left, throws the ball deep and tipped up and hits the ground. Incomplete pass. Timeout's going to be called, though, by the Black national team. Try to get one more play in there.
And Norman just rolls to his left. The right-handed quarterback having to almost stop before he throws it across his body downfield.
It's the toughest throw to make, and for a quarterback rolling out.
It really didn't seem like he got his feet set before he threw that football, trying to get it downfield as the clock finally stops here at the stadium with 10 seconds remaining. The timeout was taken well back at about 30. Let's see if they'll put more time back on the clock, but we'll take a look at
So 4th and short. So, you know, even if they, they did put the 24 seconds back on the clock, but, you know, with this running clock, it's going to be tough if they throw the ball deep for the red team to come back over here and run another play afterwards. So.
And I like the timeout call. You get one more chance. You never know what can happen. And maybe you get, busted coverage real quick. Maybe you find a deep man.
He has trip receivers to his right. In the shotgun is Norman. Being heavily pressured and brought down hard by big 67 Jared Phillips. Oh, that's Miller.
Take a look at the replay, just coming off the edge right there. Bull rush and just getting right to the quarterback was Miller. Austin Miller from Ontario, Canada.
I did forget that the red team had a timeout as well.
Yep.
So they called it right there, and plus all the time couldn't expire because they couldn't even run the play down the field.
I guess you could say that was the worst case scenario in that situation. If you'd have completed the pass downfield, even though you may not have gotten the first down, you still would have been able to probably run all the clock out or most of it. Now we stop with 11 seconds. One chance to throw one into the end zone real quick and see if you get more points on the board before the half.
Boy, they're in the I formation here from the 15-yard line, and a little bit of a surprise. I think I'd still have a nickel package back there and drop my safeties all the way to the end zone because they're only going to have one play. Quarterback Austin Ronick under center. He's going to throw it down the field, more like an option. He optioned it across the field.
Well, we talked about it yesterday with some of these kids. He is wearing jersey number 4. If you've ever seen Brett Favre play quarterback position, that was a Brett Favre type pass. Just take a look at this. Whoop.
Wow.
Dropped it in there. He got a completion. I don't know if that was the design of that, but we reached halftime.
So the halftime score here from Reliant is the American team 12, national team 0.
I'm Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top.
I'm Dusty Hill. I play bass.
And Frank Beard on drums.
Ray Charles in his autobiography said if you want to put a great band together, go to Houston, Texas.
When we got started, they said, well, you need to go to California or New York to make it. And we went, no, we don't. We're going to stay here.
Houston's got that flavor with the food, with the people.
Enough said right there.
We're ZZ Top,
and this is our Houston.
Games online for just $10. You can be a part of all that, or maybe someone that is not here at the stadium, back home, and would like to see all the exciting action. Check out o-d.com for all the information. Just $10, picking up live streaming of the All-American OD Bowl right here from Reliant. Bryant Stadium as we get ready for second half action.
Ready, guys? Stand by music.
Welcome back to the second half of the 2013 Offense-Defense All-American Bowl. Black team's going to have the football down by 12 at their own 20-yard line. High formation, toss over across the left side. Hey, that was a great job by Moore right there just to get a hand on the football and haul it back into his body.
As we take a look at the Team 27 Black roster. You said it, Jay, that nice job right there by Moore to hold on to it, because 55 was right in there to jar that one away and cause another turnover.
Moore gets a handoff across the left side. He does pick up a couple, but of course a huge loss before. That's going to bring up a third down and 15.
And that was Jeremy Asifo from Canada. And on that stop, so 2 run plays, 2 negative plays so far for this Black offense to start the second half.
3rd and 15 from the eye. The give is to Moore. Over on the left side, off tackle.
Take a look at Team 28, the Scarlet Red American squad. And the Black team will like to punt this one away. So a nice 3 and out to start for this American squad as they lead it 12-0.
Well, you certainly can't fault that Black team. They're getting the ball into the hands of their playmaker, Dante Moore, but he just can't do it by himself. You got to block up front a little bit too.
Gibson, the youngster from Mahia, Texas, will start off at quarterback in the second half for the Red squad, who had a touchdown pass in that first half. A couple good runs as well.
1st and 10 from the Reds' 47-yard line. Gibson goes under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls around to the left side. A lot of room in front of him. He's cut off though. Fakes a pass, continues to run, crosses the 50-yard line. Very nice move there by Gibson to fake out the defender and get about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think Gibson wanted to run, then wanted to pass, and wanted to run, then wanted to pass real quick once more. And he stopped right there, wanted to get rid of it. The Roper once again came in to make the tackle as he had a nice first half on the defensive side with an interception.
Kind of like a basketball play, like Kobe Bryant got the defender in the air and then went right by him. So Gibson under center again here. This time he fakes it, rolls out to the right. Designed all the way across the 50, 45, 40. Picks up the first down and out of bounds at the 39.
It's a nice play fake right there by Gibson, rolling out to his right. Knew he wanted to run the entire time and just took off with it, didn't hesitate. As he sold the fake right there. Good vision downfield. As he got to the corner that he wanted, he got out of bounds, picks up a first down.
That's what you do nowadays. You put one of your best athletes in the quarterback position because of that right there. Rolling them out, let them run. Gibson again under center, I formation still. Fake it to the fullback, giving chase. His big 68 makes a nice move to the right side, but I think that's going to be a holding penalty there. Yes, it is. That's going to push him back. But it's going to be 4 yards down there, and holding is a spot foul. So
it'd be Camus Laguerre from Bayonne, New Jersey, was in pursuit right behind Gibson, but he could fill him from the backside and decided to take it and run because he stood back there for about one more second. He would have taken a big lick from him so far, nice wheels by Gibson at that quarterback position.
Yeah, and Gibson didn't even see Laguerre coming. So 1st down and 16. Here for the Scarlet Red. It's a toss to the left side. 22, Anthony Walls. I'm sorry, wrong roster. That's Jordan Ploss. Nice little run over there. He's going to pick up all the necessary yardage and then some. And he picks up a 1st down, ball to 25-yard line.
Another good job of blocking up front by that offensive line, led by Osario Orsumile, Luke Visor, Mike Mamalati, Eric Stanley, Jared Phillips, Stefano Macaro are the offensive defensive linemen here for this American Red squad.
Ronick, the quarterback, takes a snap, gives to the fullback, nothing doing at all. 2 defenders in his face.
It's Donahue in there on that tackle.
Second and 11 now here for the Scarlet Red team. They have a 12-point lead and the football on the National side of the field. Marini back in there, quarterback. Luca from Canada in the split gun. It's going to be a pass, a little swing pass to the receiver out of the backfield. That's Ploss. This kid has really good hands coming out of the backfield. He can play receiver. Big pickup of 6 yards right there.
And nowadays you got guys in the NFL kind of like Danny Woodhead who will play a little running back, play a little receiver. As long as they can catch the football no matter where they're lined up at, that's all that really matters to coaches. A guy like Ploss will come in huge doing that in the near future.
Quarterback number 7 tries a little swing pass. That's Marini again. Tries to find McGrath coming out of the backfield on the opposite side. Throw was not on target and falls incomplete. The 19-yard line. 4th and 4. Can the red team convert here? $17 minutes and 6 seconds and counting down here in the second half. Marini under center. Give is to the tailback. And he tries to bounce it out to the left side. Picks up a couple yards there. That's going to bring.
Just trying to get a full head of steam going, and
yeah, they gave him the 1st down, or no, okay, turnover.
And just couldn't keep his footing right there on this turf here at Reliant Stadium. And the black squad getting a big stop right there on defense.
That was Connor Warnock from Ontario, Canada. So the black national squad is going to take over here. Four receivers set for the quarterback, Muncie Prater. Dante Moore to his right. Prater gets the snap, mishandles the football. On the shotgun snap, falls to the ground, and luckily dives on top of it.
Yeah, another bad snap again by the center.
A little bit low, but he should have had that one.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, but still in a position where the quarterback could have handled that, and that's probably the second time I think that Prater's dropped the snap. He does it once more.
Wow, this time under center. No excuse for that at all.
And it's a fumble recovery for the American Red team.
You keep playing with fire and you're going to get burned, and it happened right there.
Just a scrum at the bottom of the pile, and the Red squad comes up with it. Their only offensive touchdown came on a turnover in the first half. Going in this direction. As they started inside the 5 at that time. And a touchdown pass from Jalen Gibson. Now they get excellent field position once again off a turnover. See if they can convert once more.
At the 11-yard line already is the Red team. Austin Ronick at quarterback, 5 receivers. Flag on the play. He throws it up. What a catch by Ploss again. This kid is unreal.
Flag on the play. We have a legal formation, though, against the American squad.
I think there was too many men on the line.
But like you said, Jay, nice one-hand grab as he just pulled it in. One of those sure-handed guys that coaches love to have. If they're the football anywhere near him, most likely he'll come up with it.
When you have 5 wide, you got to make sure who's on and who's off the line.
Jalen Gibson will come back in at quarterback.
So 1st and 15. Now for this Red squad. Up by 12. Under 13 and a half minutes to go. Jalen Gibson goes under center. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. Picks up 6 yards on the play.
And Robert Edwards right there from Hammond, Indiana, to make the tackle right away as Gibson tried to catch the black defense off guard. Unsuccessful, though, on that play as he only got a couple back to the original line of scrimmage. Which can't really be unsuccessful if you get 5 yards, but
I just want to run that quarterback sneak again, pick up another 5.
Gibson's probably thinking, get me out in some space so I could create something.
Gibson at quarterback. Takes a snap, fakes, rolls out to the left, has a little bit of room, makes one man miss, gets down to the 5-yard line.
This young man knows exactly what to do with the football after that fake. Once again, little play action, boot to the left, all the way, quarterback keep. Good vision cutting it back upfield. Gets close to the first down marker. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 3 coming up.
Probably roll him out again to the wide side again. That's the right side this time. Wouldn't be surprised to see that.
His speed really outmatches a lot of these players on the black defense.
Manis at fullback, Ploss at tailback. It's going to be a pitch to the right side. Not much doing there. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
Guess who's right there to make the first pop? Joseph Roper of Fulshear, Texas. Ploss gets the pitch outside, nothing there, tries to cut it back up. Moore is right there, then boom, right there. Roper.
You want to cut it back inside? You're going to pay the price from Roper. There he is right there, catching his breath. After that big shot, got a Red player down on the field.
Just getting started here at Reliance Stadium this morning. Has got a few more showcase games later today as we top it off tonight with the offense-defense high school All-American Bowl game. One of the premier high school all-star games there is now in the nation. The young man is getting up off the turf.
It's going to bring up a 4th down now.
Take a look at some of the parents that made their way here to Reliant Stadium. Traveling all across the country to come here to watch their kids play in this game.
Looks like the grandparents came along too there.
So clock stopped at 11:13 with this injury.
Boy, that's not the guy you want to see banged up there. You know he's a tough customer. So he's got to be pretty hurt there to come out of the ball game. Roenick at quarterback. Manis at fullback. McGrath at tailback. Roenick goes under center, takes a snap. He's going to roll out to his left, looking to throw it. He has a man open, just overthrown.
Yeah, 4th down play right there as he was rolling to his left. And not too bad of a throw right there. Just take a look at old school Jets looking helmet on that young man. But
I like it.
Rolling, yeah, just rolling out to the left. And a good throw across the body. Just a little too much mustard sailed on his receiver. The Black defense takes over now with 10 minutes and change remaining.
Yeah, it was not a bad throw by Roenick, like you said. And it's not like he was wide open. If he was wide open, I think Roenick could have made that throw. He was well covered, though.
That's one of those throws where you take a chance on 4th down.
So Moore gets the ball on a pitch to the right side. He's able to pick up 1, maybe 2 there.
Jeff.
You know, Moore, terrific athlete.
Okay.
He just can't do it himself. I know I've said that before. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes it, rolls out to his right, now to his left. Looking down the field, nobody open, throws it up anyways, and ball almost picked off.
I'll tell you what, there was almost a couple of really good plays made there on both sides of the football. First one by the quarterback, Caden Norman, just scrambling as he started out to the right, then scrambled back into the end zone to his left, got rid of the football, then almost intercepted.
All while Stephen Brundage, or Jones, I'm sorry, giving chase, and Brundage there. So 3rd and 8 to go for the black team. And he is almost brought down, rolling out to the left, throws the ball up for grabs, picked off. You just cannot float the ball up there. Too many athletes in the secondary. And I think that was Jones that came away with that one. You see him there rolling out. Hey, boy, he gets hit hard after delivering the ball.
That'll be Jones' 2nd interception of this game. But a good game on the defensive side.
Just too much pressure by that red defense.
Yeah, this black national offense just has not been able to get really anything mustered all day long.
So Scarlet Red American team takes over. Ball on the black 26-yard line. That's Jalen Gibson in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off up the middle to 33. Nice run there by Dylan Manis. Picking up 8 yards on the play. Finally gave it. I think it's the first time Gibson's handed the ball off on that zone read.
Well, he's showing off all his talents right there, proving that he could do it all. He's been able to scramble, been able to throw, read the zone read.
Gibson takes a snap, fakes, Rolls out to his left side. Very well defended. What a tackle. Came up and got him. Watch.
Go to the well too many times right there on that scramble, and defenses are going to read it, and just a nice open field tackle right there by Deion Pierce from Valley Stream, New York.
So 3rd and 11 now for the American team here. .6:10 remaining here in the ball game. Gibson, quarterback again. Manis at fullback. Looks like McGrath at tailback. Gibson's going to keep it himself. Roll out to the right. Make the first 2 guys miss. 3rd guy knocks him out of bounds. Hey, and that was Moore he just beat in a foot race too.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Picks up 12 yards and another Scarlet Red American first down.
Gibson just knows where the first down marker is and runs right to it. Just a good job of having a feel out there at the quarterback position, knowing what to do.
He just out-athleted everybody right there on that play. Prater now at quarterback. It's going to be a throw now, looking down the field, getting pressured from both sides. Can he get to the edge? Yes, he can.
Pierce once again to make the stop. A nice job by that defensive line to bring the pressure once again, have to make him scramble. Ty Cook, Camilo Guerra, Steve Mazur, Leaf Williams, a few of the offensive defensive linemen for the National Black team.
So out goes Prater and back in. Oh, that was Monick. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong number there. There was Austin Ronick. So Ronick was able to hit that edge just barely and get up that sideline for a few yards. A little bit of confusion in the formation there. Now they got it set. That's Gibson. Fakes the ball, rolls out to the right. Makes the first man miss.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was a terrific tackle by the black team. Number 72, Leaf Williams. It's about the only time Gibson has not got away from somebody.
And just good pursuit as Williams started on the opposite side of the field, showing off his speed as he tackles Gibson for a loss on that play. That's what you want to see, the kind of hustle from a defensive player coming from one side of the field to the other to tackle the quarterback for a loss.
It's been tough on those front 4 defenders, chasing around Gibson after the play fakes. 3rd down and 12 now for the red team. Gibson hands it off up the middle to the fullback, Jeremy Asifo, and he loses a couple on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. Gibson runs over to the sidelines. The coaching staff will give him the play. Runs all the way back to the huddle. There he pops in the picture there. Fourth and long.
Red squad taking the time in the huddle. Saw a few delayed games yesterday as there's not a play clock on here at the stadium. The referees have their own play clock going on the field.
So Gibson under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, looking to throw. Has a man in the corner. Off the fingertips of his target.
I'll tell you what, though, that's a heck of a throw right there by Gibson. Another fake, rolling to his right, throwing this across his body. Perfect placement into the end zone. The back corner only to where his receiver can make the grab and just off the fingertips of that wideout.
Yeah, Gibson knew that ball should have been caught. He put that on the money. Perfect throw. Dropped it right into him. So the black team takes over.
All right, stick Mike. Check.
Muncie Prater.
Check.
There's a flag on the play. They're going to blow that dead.
And false start going against the offense.
So create a 1st and 15.
Just a good defensive performance from this American team, because I don't think they've allowed the black squad to get past the 50-yard line all game.
Prater looking to throw, rolls out to the right, has a man a little open, just overthrew him. His intended target, an 88, Joshua Branch from Savannah, Texas, had a step and a half on his man, just overthrew him.
Game winding down, under a minute to go now. Play time for about 1 or 2 more plays for this black squad.
Muncie Prater setting up the screen play to Moore. Gets by the first defender, gets by the second. Finally brought down by the third man.
That's the first screenplay we've seen.
I've been clamoring for some screenplays too, and we just haven't seen them. Nice job by Dante Moore. He's in the tailback spot now. Picks up a block there. Prater rolls out to his left. And he gets shoved out of bounds.
Down goes the stick man.
And when you're holding those up, parents out there listening, and you see a play coming towards you, drop it straight down. That's how injuries can happen, when players are getting forced out of bounds and pushed hard and they run into those sticks. Luckily, nobody was hurt there, parent or player. Timeout called by the black squad here, trying to get one more play in. 3rd and short. 5 seconds on the clock, down by 12, so they can't win. They're just trying to throw the ball downfield probably and get a big play. In this ball game on a high note. Prater at quarterback. Dante Moore at tailback. Twin receivers set to both sides. There's the snap. Prater rolling out to his left, has a lot of running room, decides to throw it deep, and it is going to be picked off. That was very well defended. Looked like Pierce was the one.
Yeah. Austin Pierce, a Georgia native. Good way to end his bowl game today. A nice memory of an INT for his team. A nice defensive performance, though, once again, by this Scarlet Red American squad, as team number 28 takes it to team number 27.
I think Jones was right there as well in the play. So the final from Reliance Stadium is the American team 12 and the national team 0.